Hey, we're live, good to go. What up? What up? What up? We are good to go. Today, I'm going to be talking about launching inside of your coaching business. So, whether you're doing launches and you feel like you're doing launches all wrong, whether you feel like you could step your launch game up, in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about launches so you can go out and crush it in 2022. By the end of this video, here's what I want you to have. I want you to have a clear launch game plan for your business in 2022. Because one of the things I want you to know as we dive in, before I give all the intros and stuff like that, one of the things I want you to know about building a successful coaching business that does 5, 10, 20, 40 clients a month at a high ticket level is you build your business around your launches. Okay, you build your business around your launches. If you can lay out 2022 with 6 launches, 8 launches, 5 good launches, you can build everything else around that. All right. So let me know what's up. Say good morning. Let me know what you did this weekend. We took our older, or I did. I took my oldest son, Julian. He's 8. We took him on a Make Men Again camping trip. All right. It was really cool. One of the pastors, the lead pastor at our church, put on this camping trip. It was guys only. And it was just a bunch of guys that were just surrounded by the Word of God and just move. It was just amazing. Marquise, what up, man? Congratulations on the new house. One of our Digital Impact Academy members just closed on a new house. Congratulations, my man. Good to see you. Good to see everybody on here. Say what's up and let me know what you did this weekend. All right, let me know what you did this weekend. If you did anything fun, if you didn't do anything fun, just let me know. Like, yo, I ain't do nothing fun. Okay. So camping was really cool. One of the things that I want to help you when it comes to launching inside of your business, when it comes to having success inside of your business, is really getting to a place where you believe in launches more. Okay. A lot of times what I've seen over the years is like people just they have this like misconception of what launching really is, or like what it can do, or like what it means inside of your business, right? But I want you to just vibe with me real quick. Just ride with me real quick, okay? Like, Shawty want to ride with me. I don't know if y'all know who was that? What's that? What was it? I can't remember the rapper's name. I remember he was in G Unit. Okay, G Unit. I remember that part. Young Buck. Young Buck is his name. I would have gone, if I go on Jeopardy, rapper Jeopardy. All right, I would have known. All right. So one of the things that we come across a lot is people just think that launches are like exhausting. That launches are this thing that is just going to leave you just tired, and they take a long time, and like all these things, right? Like, and this is just not true. When you launch the right way, it's effective, it's efficient, it creates momentum, it creates clients, it solves problems. I mean, like, oh my God, like launching it does so many things in this like vacuum sealed pocket that if you aren't doing them, you're not taking advantage of like figuring all the things. Like one of the things I love about launches, so many people have like struggle with their messaging. They struggle with their offer. They struggle with finding out like where the hole is in your business, right? A lot of us we've gone through that. I know I've gone through that, right? We're looking for that hole that's in our business. Every one of you that's listening to the sound of my voice right now has a hole in your business. We have a hole in our business. Now, whether or not that hole is really, really big or it's really small, unless you are converting at 100%, you have a hole in your business, and that's okay. But launching can get you to a space where you can find that hole quickly, because it puts you in a space of getting a lot of leads, of getting a lot of people to view an offer or to view something that you are putting in front of them, and it's going to reveal, ooh, I got to fix this thing. Okay. Whereas if you're not launching and you're just puttering along in your business every single day, you're not getting the momentum that's going to really hyper reveal where those holes are. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, everybody? Everybody watching? What up? What's up, Jeanette? Coming in from Texas. All right. Where you at in Texas? Where, Texas is a big state. It's half the country. You know what I'm saying? So let's dive in. Let's pull out the whiteboard. If you're on Instagram and you want to watch on the whiteboard, you got to make sure that you're inside of our Facebook group, or you got to make sure that you're following on YouTube. It's there too. Okay. But before we launch, one, launching allows yourself to give yourself a raise. Okay. This is the cool thing about the way that we do launches. Okay. We don't even call them launches. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal the word that we use. Okay, and we use the word spike. Okay, and this will make more sense in a second. All right, but how many of you would like to give yourself a raise every 5 to 7 weeks? I know when I worked a job back in corporate America, I haven't worked a job since 2015. They blessed me with being fired January 1st, 2015. They said, you know what? We're good. You signed this non-compete. We don't want to mess with that. So here's your official. We'll resign for you. They had a taxi cab, and I made that decision that day that I never wanted to work for anybody else again. Okay, and let me tell you, when you can step into this launch process, you'll put yourself in the corridor of being able to make that same decision if you choose to. Okay, but I want you to be able to give yourself a raise every 5 to 7 weeks, and here's what I mean by that. Okay, whether you're just starting something right now, maybe you just want to launch a Facebook group, maybe you want. Okay, let's first assert. Okay, the difference between starting versus launching. Okay, there's a huge freaking difference. Okay, give me an amen if you know the difference. If you know that there is a difference between launching something, anything, right, versus starting something. See, this is one of the myths about launching. There's people out there, there's gurus out there that are going to tell you that, you know what, you shouldn't be launching, or I can help you get XYZ result without having to launch, or I can help you do this, or like we don't launch, all these things, right? And here's my first thought to that. When Apple comes out with a new phone, what do? Do they just say, hey, we got a new phone? No, there's like an event leading up to the new phone. There's an event leading up to a new iOS software. There's an event that's leading up to the new computer that's releasing. There's always an event. There's always anticipation. There's always awareness of like, hey, this was a problem before, but now we've got something that's coming that's going to solve that problem. So when you hear people, when you hear gurus and experts and all these people that are telling you you can do this and without launching, you can do this without launching. Look, you can do all sorts of stuff without it. But if you're out here trying to get some really fucking awesome results, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're really here to play big, like comment play big. If you're really out here to play big. And what I mean by play big is like, I'm talking like, look, I'm not out here just trying to start something and make $10,000 or make 15 grand. Like I'm out here trying to like launch so I can knock out 20, 40, 70, 80, 100, $200,000 months in my coaching business. And this is what I need your belief level to go up. Okay. I need your goal level to go up. So if you can, let me know what your goal is, whether it's December, whether it's to finish off the month, or whether it's to start off and kick off the year. Let me know what your goal is, because again, there is a difference between starting something and launching something, and both can get you a result. Okay, if you start something, of course, can you get a result? Yeah, of course you can. But what do you really feel like? I mean, when you really launch something and get something going off the ground and create a motion and use all these different things in one pocket of time to get people to not just do something, but to do it in a way that creates a ton of momentum. That's the difference between starting something and launching something. All right. So let's look at what this looks like. If you were to start, like, say, a new Facebook group, okay, or launch a new Facebook group, right? And instead of starting it and launching it, I want to get to a place where I say, you know what? I'm going to launch something now. Okay. So I'm going to launch And I'm going to break and on this video, I'm going to break down everything that your launch should look like. Okay. If you ever felt like, you know what, I just don't know what launches look like. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Like how long do they last? I'm going to answer every question. And if you do have questions, feel free to ask your questions. Feel free to use our platform as a way to ask questions because I'm an open book. All right, 100%. If you guys know me, I'm an open book. I got nothing to hide. I'll tell you everything you want to know because that's just the way we roll. All right. And if you're in a place where if I still tell you everything, you're like, damn, I'd really like some help on this. That's just the way we do it. We'll offer you a solution to get you that help no matter what. Okay. Whether it's free help, whether it's paid help, we're here to help, period. So let's just say you launch something. Okay. So you're going to launch in this little gap right here. Let's figure out how to draw a straight line, Ryan. Let's go a little closer. So let's just say you launch a group. You can launch a, if you want to launch a course, you can launch a program, etc. Right? You can launch something. But then after that launch occurs, I'm going to break down what a launch looks like. What's going to happen is you're going to have this little window of 5 to 7 weeks, and we can call this the between. Okay. So what needs to happen in between your launches? This is basically where you're just going to you're going to post on social. So you're going to post the different kinds of posts on social. You're going to have conversation. You're going to book calls. And a lot of the calls you're going to book are a result of the fact that you launched. Okay. So I want you to understand that when you launch something, you're going to create momentum that's going to carry over into this next 5 to 7 weeks. Okay. And if you understand anything about launching, right, the momentum is only going to carry you so far, right? So at the end of that 6 to 7 weeks, that momentum is going to start to putter a little bit. And guess what you do? You launch again, okay? And no matter what it is that you're going to launch, again, you launch, and I'm going to show you the types of launches, but this is how you can schedule out your 2022. You can schedule out, just give me a date for the first launch, and all of a sudden it's 5 to 7 weeks. Schedule my next launch. Okay. Then guess what? You've got 5 to 7 weeks. Schedule your next launch. Let me know. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. So it's not hard to schedule out your entire year. It's not hard to go from a place where if you just pick out the first launch that you're going to do, you can all of a sudden just start mapping out these 5 to 7 week windows, because what happens is all the people that don't buy, that saw that first launch or saw that previous launch, all those people that don't buy, they are going to now know exactly what you do. Okay. And they're going to see the next launch. Okay. So it creates so much momentum because there's these people that will see your launch and they won't buy. There's people that will see your launch and they will buy. And everyone plays a role. I think that that's so important that we talk about, is like everybody that sees your launch plays a role. And the cool thing about it is if you do this every 5 to 7 weeks, most people, even if they've seen it before, they'll feel like it's something new. Okay. Have you ever felt like, man, I want to do this, but I feel like every time I launch again, I feel like I'm launching the same thing. And then like people, they're going to like see, they're going to think like, oh, like, he's he or me or I or whatever your pronoun is. I can't believe I'm even like going down this road. Anyway, what if people feel like they've already seen this before? Well, guess what? Maybe they need to see it again. Maybe people need to actually see. I mean, you hear things all the time like people need to see your thing 5, 7 to 12 times to actually buy it, right? Well, guess what? If you launch the right way and you say, I solve this problem. That's what's the thing when we evaluate people, we evaluate what's going on people's social media. We're looking at it, we're like, man, you're not telling me that you solve a problem. Like, where are you actually calling me out and saying, like, you know what, if you have this problem, come to me and I can solve this problem. If you need to get your offer to a place where it's selling at $3,000 to $5,000 and it's not right now, this is a problem that I solve. If you do not have a process that creates momentum, a process that creates acquisition and client acquisition of 5, 10, 20 clients a month, then come to us. We solve that problem. If your business does not feel scalable right now, then come to us. We solve that problem. But people need to know. And you can't be the one that assumes that someone just, every time you put a post out there, that it reached everybody in your audience, it reached all the right people, and everybody saw it. But I feel like some of us make that assumption when we are posting on social, when we're doing the things that are supposed to create results in our coaching business. It's like we do something and we think that everybody saw it. Right? Have you ever thought that before? Is it just me? Is it just me? It makes it me. I don't know. Shit. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay. But this is the thing that we want to get you to. Okay. So how many launches did you do in 2021? That's the question that I have for you right now. Let me see if I have this up as a banner. All right. Let's see. How many launches did you do in 2021? Did I say 2022 or did I say 2021? I don't know. But let me know. Did you do one launch? Did you do 4? Did you do 6, 8? Did you do 12? Right? Is there a too many launches? I would say so. I would say anything over the 8 mark is probably too much. Unless your audience is growing at this like just insane rate and an insane pace where and this is not a problem that most people fall into, okay, but unless your audience is growing by like 1,000 2,000 people a day, I probably would say cap it at around 8. Okay, so Tyree did 1 launch last year. All right, so so compare your results. All right, whatever result you got, you don't have to tell us your results, dude. But at the end of the day, you just ask yourself, all right, I did 1 launch last year. Did that propel you to get the result that you wanted, right? Janelle did 3 launches last year. So I want you to recognize something that, like, and I'm not saying this in a bad way by any means, okay? I want these numbers to reveal to you something like, all right, not that I'm going to beat myself up. It's just that I know that coming up in 2022, I've got to launch more, right? That's the only thing I want you to realize. Is that cool? Just say the word cool if that's cool with you, okay? Because again, I don't want you to feel bad. I don't want you to feel guilty, all right? One of the things that I coach people a lot on, especially when we do business development coaching, when we're actually getting into like the who you are in your business kind of thing, versus like the what to do in your business. Anything that makes you feel guilty, let that shit go. It's not serving you. You know what I mean? If any moment you're like, oh man, I only did 1 launch last year, and then you like feel this kind of like guilt that you should have done more, fuck that. Okay, just you have permission to say that in the comments. All right, just this. I want you to like release that shit. Say fuck that, and let's we can move forward. The only thing is forward, right? So I want you to understand that, again, let's get to a place where we can plan out 6, 8 launches and imagine the result that you can get. But I also want you to realize that, like, if you're not launching enough, you're not allowing yourself to get in the corridor of successful launches. A lot of times we see people, they have that turn the corner launch, right? There's that turn the corner launch that all of us are going to have one day. And what I mean by that is, like, you launch and you may do like $1,000, and you launch and you may do like, $2,000 or $3,000, and you're like, man, like, I'm still not having these like $20,000 launches. And then it happens. It happens when you have that like $42,000 launch. Let me tell you about that was us. Okay. In 2020, that was us. Maybe it wasn't 2020. Maybe it was, yeah, maybe it was 2020. I can't remember. There was a time where we were launching and the launches were going okay, right? And then we finally it was like number 4 when we really started, like, I don't know, it may have been like 2 or 3 maybe, but we really started leaning into this launch process. And we started getting to a space where we were like, instead of like trying to like nail the launch every time, we're just trying to nail it. We got to the space of like actually trying to like dial it in. We were leaning into the space to where it didn't have to be this amazing result every time. It just needed to be a little better. It just needed to be a little better. And we were looking for the one thing that we could change to make the launch a little better. And it just put us in this is a much better energy heading into these launches. And it was really cool. When we did that, we were able to do about $42,000 that month at the time, which was the best month in our business. Now I can tell you, we're about to clear $200,000 in revenue for November of 2022, and it's because of still dialing in this launch process. Okay, so I really want to like set the stage that like this can be your shit. Okay, so I wanted to review a $72,000 launch process that we did. Let me actually find it on here because I want to break down for you like the components of a good launch. Now, this is something that we give all of our clients inside the Digital Impact Academy. If you're in Digital Impact Academy and you're wondering where a lot of this stuff is, again, you guys know we talk about launching, right? We call it our fast path to cash. It's in module 5. So if you don't know where it is, okay, you know now, okay? But I want to just break down some things, right? You see this post right here. I'm going to pull up this post. I'm going to open it up. Open and new window, new tab. There we go. All right. So one of the things that that I want to bring awareness to, okay, the components of a good offer. Okay, and this is where you may want. Again, I know you probably already been taking notes, right? Right? Don't lie to me. You know you already been taking notes. But this is let's break down the components of a good offer. If you are on here and you're one of my like note Nancy's and you want to take notes for other people, you can do that here. Okay. So number one is we want to create awareness of a problem. Okay. Now this isn't particularly an awareness post. Okay. This isn't an awareness post. This is what we call an anticipation post because we're talking about like something big is coming. Okay. But typically before an awareness post, I'm going to do something that's just creating, before an anticipation post, I'm going to create something that we like to call an awareness post. Okay. If you can get clear on the problem that you solve, then people will automatically assume that you have the solution. Okay. Like, let me know, like, just say, got it. If that makes sense to you. Okay. If you can get clear, not clever on the problem that you solve, but if you can get clear on the problem that you solve, then all of a sudden everyone will realize that and they'll assume that you have the solution. They'll start telling themselves that you are the person that can solve that problem. Okay. So let me ask you this. Let me help you with this. I don't like these to be like me just talking to you. I want these to be workshop style. I feel like everybody else does lives and videos and shows and shit that's just like talking at you. You feel me? And I'm like, nah, no. Let's move you forward today. Let's help you move forward. Let's get you to a space where you're like, okay, this is workshop style, right? So tell me, look at me in the eye. What problem do you solve? Okay. Let me riddle me that. What problem do you solve? Now, I'm going to give you an example awareness post based off the problem that you solve. I'm going to go over here to the Facebook. Okay. I'm going to give you just a little bit of an example awareness post. If you give me a problem, I'll give you, look, I'm going to do this straight like Jay-Z style, Eminem style. All right. Ain't nobody doing this. This is live, son. Okay. Give it to me straight. And I'll give you an awareness post that Facebook, and then you can play with these on TikTok, on Instagram, LinkedIn. It doesn't really matter. Don't allow your brain to confuse this portion of it. Okay. So let me know what's the number one problem that you solve. Let's see. And if you can't answer this, then I think we need to talk. You know, if you're having trouble. So I help busy moms increase their productivity and overcome overwhelm. All right, so here we go. It's November. Okay. Cassie, problem, not able to get to consistent 4-figure months. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go on Corey's first, and then I'm gonna hit into Cassie's because I like Cassie's because it allows us to create awareness around an emotion. Okay. Same thing with Corey's. All right. So let's jam on Kathy and Corey's. Everybody say thank you to Corey and Cassie as we break this down. But again, if I'm headed into a launch, okay, and if you want us to help you prepare your next launch and show you our launch process, that again, this is the same launch process that we've done to do 20K all up to 200K a month. In our launches, a lot of our coaches have hit over 100K doing this launch process, and it starts with awareness, right? So, okay, I feel, okay. The problem that you saw, right? That's not me. Okay, I was talking about somebody else. I was talking about me. Okay. Anyway, increase their productivity and overwhelm. Let's see who. Let's see. Um, let's see here. How many moms? Oh, let's go a different route. Let's go. Let's see, I'm freestyling this one. It's got to be part. It's got to be good, right? It's got to be good. Um, all right. So I would say, what's your go-to productivity process for relieving overwhelm during the holidays? And something like that. All right. Scale to 1 to 10. You can give me a bad score, good score, whatever you feel like. But again, our goal here isn't to like call out. Let's see. What's oops. Our goal isn't to get a bunch of people to buy. Our goal isn't to get a bunch of people to go to a website or XYZ. Our goal is to get people to engage. That way I can get people to start to raise their hand, all right, and start a conversation. Okay. Let me make sure you understand that. The goal here is to start a conversation. Okay. So let's do another one. Let's do Cassie's. Corey said that was good. Everyone else, let's see, scale to 1 to 10. What do you grade that one? All right, let me zoom in just really quick. That way you guys can see it. What's your go-to productivity process for relieving overwhelm during the holidays? Mine is below. Okay. And you could put something like your 3 steps there or whatever the case, right? And again, the whole goal here in awareness is to create a conversation as you head into the other post inside of your launch. All right. So again, comment the word impact if you want to, if you feel like you need some help. Our team can help you develop a launch process for your coaching business. All right. Let's use Cassie. Cassie, you still here? Ready? All right. So problem. The problem is not hitting consistent 4-figure months. Okay, so what's 4 figures? Like $1,000 a month. Okay. Let me if you can help me out a little bit, Cassie. Who's your ideal target audience? Because a lot of times we want to be able to write this in a way that people really resonate with it. So who is your ideal target audience, Cassie? I know there's a little bit of lag on here, so hopefully it's not too laggy. All right. Okay. All right. So you're right. Fourth. Yeah. It's that $1. Okay. Um, honestly, I mean, you can build on this, but like if you know you have an audience already of um, Christian entrepreneurs, a lot of Christian entrepreneurs, Christian women. I mean, just kingdom builders. We go through. We have these thoughts that go through our head, right? You can ask a question. You can screenshot of that if you want. But like, if you we ask questions like, and you can grade that too. By the way, scale to 1 to 10. Grade it. Feel free to grade it. Let me know. I've got thick skin. I've got super thick skin. Let's go with this one too. I got another one that's popped up. Is there a thing of okay. Um, yes or no? Is this going to start a conversation with your audience? Hmm? Yes or no? Yes. Love it. Yay! Got two love it's 2 for 2. All right, guys. So, is that helpful? Let me know. Just give me some. Um, just comment the word value if you got some value from that. But again, once we create awareness, and then I got all these comments and things coming, then Facebook is, or any social platform is now going to be like, okay, what's popping over here? Okay, and then I can come with my anticipation post. Something big is coming. I'm working on something that's going to change the lives of every Christian woman that is looking to create consistent 4-figure months in her coaching business. Okay, the other thing that I may drop there too, just to give another example, what would you reward yourself? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you see how, like, again, this doesn't happen if Cassie doesn't tell me who she is talking to. Okay. What would you where would you donate? I think this one may be my favorite, Cassie. Where would you donate? Where would you donate first after making 9,000 in your business for 3 straight months? I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying, like, I'm probably really, really good at this shit. I'm just gonna say, would you include my process in the comments? Yeah, I probably would include like a little bit of the process, like the cliff notes. And then again, it's because again, all I want to do is start a conversation, right? And I want people to like just go to the I want people to just go to the comment section. Okay, like that's all I want. All right, I do these live classes every Monday, people. Okay, your boy's right here, ready to answer questions, ready to just pull out Jay-Z style off the cuff. I'm here. I'm here, yo. I'm right here for you. Let's do this thing. Getting value so far. All right, so um, as we do this again, we want to create anticipation. We want to let people know what our offer is actually about. Okay, so not now after I've created anticipation, I want to actually create what we call like an announcement. Okay, so I'm going to open up in a new tab again. Okay, this is where we go into the announcement. Okay, this is me actually announcing what's coming. Like, you cannot be afraid to announce your offer. And the cool thing about this post structure, okay, is the cool thing about this post structure is even if people don't buy, they now know what you do. So they're going to see you over the next 5 to 7 weeks, and they'll see posts from you that are just regular, everyday posts. But in the back of their mind, they know who you are and the problem that you solve, and that's so key. It's like that's like the psychological key of success. A lot of us we're leaning on like, oh, like did this post do the thing? Did this do the thing? You're like you're like hoping that like every post is like going to propel you to you know, getting 5 clients this week or 20 clients this month, right? But it's the psychology of like, have they seen one of your launches before? Like that's the catalyst. I want you to understand that like all the daily stuff you do is really only effective if someone has seen one of your launches before. Like that's where the fire is, right? So all these people telling you not to launch, like put them in the garbage. Look, you just got to launch the right way. You feel me? We just got to launch better. Um, I'm not gonna dive into every one of these posts. Okay. The thing, and because again, what we can do is if you comment the word impact, either me or one of my team members on our team, we can help you design your next launch. Okay, we can lay it all out for you. Like I said, we got nothing to hide. All right. So one of the things that I want you to realize too is let me ask you something. What's your favorite chocolate bar? Just I know it seems random. It's not. I'm going somewhere with this, but let me know. What's your favorite chocolate bar? Because I'm about to wrap up. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up with everyone should know their favorite chocolate bar. Especially, I know all you guys have kids, so you had all these. You know, you're probably still scrambling to get rid of Halloween candy, right, from 3 years ago. Still, some guy at the camping trip that we went on this weekend, he was a genius. He like snuck all his kids, he snuck all his kids candy out of the house and took it on a camping trip. All right, so I'm gonna go. I like Tyree's answer. I was hoping somebody would say Reese's. All right, so the cool thing about Reese's, and I'm glad the universe allowed Tyree. Chocolate. What's your favorite chocolate? French fries. Sorry. I just like French fries. All right. So the cool thing about Reese's, all right, Reese's has their regular wrapper, right? They got the regular wrapper for the Reese's. But let me know. I don't even know what an O. Henry bar is. Is that only a Canadian candy bar? All right. So Reese's has their regular wrapper. But what other wrappers does Reese's have? Okay. Like again, same candy bar. And again, I know someone's going to argue with me on this and be like, no, Reese's is not the same because they make the Easter one different. Okay. They make the Easter one different. The Easter egg Reese's is the best one. All right. So they've got the Easter one. Okay. They've got Christmas Reese's. They've got what else? What other Reese's are there out there? Like they got the Halloween one, right? Are these like the only Reese's ones? I don't know if I'm just like just revealing my inner fat ass on this, but the Reese's Crunch. That's when you know that's when you know it's bad. You're like, well, it's like you're like the Bubba Gump of Reese's. You're like, well, there's Reese's Pieces, Reese's Crunch, Reese's Wafers, Reese's. The whole point of this, okay, is that Reese's has multiple different wrappers, right? But it's still selling the same candy bar. So, what's the wrapper to you? Okay, the wrapper to you is your hook. Okay, this is the thing that that you're getting people to see your offer. Okay, so I want you to understand the hook can change. The thing that you do to get people to your offer, it can change the wrapper of it. Okay, but it's still getting people to the exact same thing. And when we can think that way, we can understand our like patented process to helping coaches get to 20,000 plus a month. Okay, so that's like the end goal over here. 20K plus a month is the first goal. Okay, and then our next goal is to help you get to 200K a month. Okay, so if that's the goal here, I want you to understand that there's different types of launches. Okay, first of all, we can just do a book a call launch. Okay, if we were to help you book 20 calls, okay, 10 of those calls actually showed up, and you sell a product at let's just say $3,000. 10 times 3,000 is how much money? You do the math. You know me, guys. I'm not very good at math. So you do the math. Again, we call this the one masterclass method, okay? Because all you need is one masterclass. Okay, a masterclass can be executed on a phone call. Okay, you can literally execute a masterclass on the phone with someone. Okay, because all it is just saying, hey, I solved this problem. This is how I solved the problem, and this is what you get when you pay me to solve that problem. That is a masterclass. Let me know if that makes sense just by popping the word "makes sense" in the comment section. All right, I'm finishing up. All right. The cool thing is you can literally use that same one masterclass to build upon the next thing, where we call this a social masterclass. Okay. Now, let me just reveal to you another secret. This right here, what you're watching, listening to, wherever you're getting this is a social masterclass. And the reason that you're getting this topic on a social masterclass is because we book 45 calls a month. Okay. Our team has 45 calls with people just like you. Okay. And they reveal problems that then we come talk about on this show, which then creates more calls. Let me know if that just makes sense so far. Just comment the word "makes sense." We're literally you can use phone calls with people to then take the information on those phone calls and then create your social game plan that then will in turn create more phone calls. The first thing that you've got to have is a booked up calendar. Okay. If your calendar, I mean, trust me, I get people, when people see my calendar, they're like, "Holy shit." Yeah, trust me. Then you got to get to a place where you're trying to like empty your calendar. At one point, you're going to be like, "All right, I need to fill up my calendar," and then the next point, you're going to be like, "Yo, I need to. How can I empty my calendar and fill up somebody else's calendar?" All right. The next thing that we want to do is, now that I know everything that social wants from me, now I can create my challenge. Maybe I do a 2-day challenge, or a 3-day challenge, or a 5-day challenge. Okay. Same thing. I can either lead to calls or I can lead people to buy. I get 10 people to buy. Did anybody do the math? If 10 people buy at $3,000 at the end of one of my launches, okay, well, how much is that? And what I want you to understand is, like, if I go out and execute the first level of launches, okay, and then I can build upon each other. Then I can move to step 2, and then I can move to step 3. And now that I've executed a challenge that actually sells, now I can turn that 5-day or challenge or whatever into a 1-hour web class. Okay, and here's the mistake that people make. People make the mistake of trying to go out there and do web classes and challenges, and they're doing like all this stuff on social media, but maybe they've just skipped a step. Maybe you've skipped a step. Maybe you're looking at this right now and you're like, "Damn, I skipped a step," or "I tried to rush through a step," or "I'm trying to do challenges and I'm not even at the stage where I need to do challenges yet." Maybe I haven't proven in my business that that my business is ready for challenges, or my business is ready for live web classes, or things like what we call like self-liquidating offers, like tiny offers. Maybe I'm not ready for that yet down here. Maybe I'm not ready, for the auto webinar yet, right? Maybe I'm not ready for affiliates yet. Other people selling my product for me. Okay, there's levels to this. But we want you to know that if you just follow this one masterclass method, follow this launch method, then you'll get to a place, I promise, you'll get to a place where this will build on each other. Okay, it's going to happen for you. And $20,000 months aren't going to seem so far-fetched. $200,000 months aren't going to seem so far-fetched. We're at a place right now where we're looking to take our agency to $1 million a month. Okay, and it started just right here, doing the exact same thing. Okay, so if you do have questions, or if you do feel like, like I've got some questions that I want to get answered. I want a game plan. I want a launch plan. Then comment the word impact, and one of our team members will connect with you, and we'll get you to the right resource for you today. Okay. The thing that I want you to walk away with from this video is just, I can build my business through launches. Launches are a good thing. I need to embrace launching, okay, because each launch can build upon the next, and I can grow my business faster and create more momentum that way. Okay. So comment the word impact if you feel like you need some help. Comment the word value if this was valuable for you. If you feel like you know some people inside of your life or other colleagues inside of your businesses or whatever that can use information like this and get some help, feel free, invite them to the group, bring them on. We'll be doing some cool stuff for invites coming in December. And that's it. All right. That's all I got for you guys. Happy Monday. This has been another episode of Digital Marketing Monday, where we help coaches and consultants not just reach 7 figures, but really create a 7-figure impact inside of your communities. All righty, I'm out of here. See you.